The Ganymede Enclave, a shimmering jewel in the vast expanse of space, floated gracefully around Jupiter like an iridescent halo. Its towering spires and floating gardens were a testament to interstellar innovation, where beings from countless worlds came together to learn and grow. For the students of the Enclave, the daily routine of study and exploration was both a privilege and a challenge. Yet, on this particular day, a new presence was about to disrupt the delicate balance of their galaxy-spanning academic haven. Julie Hargrove stepped off the transport shuttle, her heart fluttering like a trapped bird. At 16, she was the youngest student to ever traverse the cosmos to attend the prestigious Ganymede Institute. Earth, her home, was a name whispered with a mix of awe and dread among the stars. Known as a death world due to its harsh conditions and dangerous wildlife, Earth was a place of legend, cloaked in myths and half-truths. And now, Julie was its sole representative. Her arrival was met with stares and murmurs. The alien students, a vibrant mix of colors and forms, glanced at her with eyes that reflected curiosity and caution. Julie's earthling features, her slightly unkempt brown hair and earnest blue eyes, were stark against the polished, futuristic backdrop of the Enclave. As she walked through the gleaming halls, her footsteps echoed softly, each sound magnified by the silence that followed her. In her first class, she met Instructor Sabal, a figure of serene authority with a skin that shimmered like liquid metal. His presence commanded respect, and his eyes, deep pools of calm, regarded Julie with an inscrutable expression. The classroom was a mosaic of alien cultures, each student a living testament to the diversity of the galaxy. "Welcome to the Ganymede Enclave," Sabal began, his voice smooth and authoritative. "I am Instructor Sabal, and I will be overseeing your studies. Today, we begin with an assignment that will be crucial to your understanding of each other's worlds." Julie's stomach churned. This was her moment to prove herself, yet the weight of Earth's reputation hung heavily over her. Sabal's eyes briefly met hers before he turned to the rest of the class, his voice resonating through the room. "We will be conducting a project on the dangers of your home worlds," Sabal announced. "In 3 weeks, each of you will present a video highlighting the perils of your planet. This will account for 40% of your final grade. So please ensure your presentation is comprehensive." A murmur of excitement rippled through the class, but Julie felt a chill. She knew that her presentation would be scrutinized more than any other. Earth's dangerous reputation preceded her, and her task was to illustrate it in a way that would be both informative and engaging. As the students prepared to leave, Julie noticed them glancing at her with a mixture of curiosity and wariness. She tried to muster a smile, but it felt like a thin veneer over her growing anxiety. The classroom, filled with alien voices and laughter, seemed suddenly distant and intimidating. The assignment felt like a trial by fire. Julie's mind raced with images of Earth's perilous landscapes, wolverines snarling in the snow, great white sharks cutting through the ocean, and the relentless swarm of mosquitoes in the swamps. Each thought was a reminder of why Earth was viewed with such trepidation. But she knew she had to confront these fears head-on. Back in her dormitory, Julie began her work, her holographic display filling the room with images of her home planet. The footage of Earth's wildlife and landscapes was stark and vivid, showcasing the raw beauty and the inherent danger of her world. As she reviewed the clips, her reflection in the screen showed a determined young woman, her resolve hardening with each passing minute. The days ahead would be challenging. Julie's task was not just to complete an assignment but to reshape perceptions and bridge the chasm of misunderstanding. As she worked late into the night, the hum of the Enclave's machinery outside her window became a comforting rhythm, a reminder that she was on a journey to not just represent Earth but to find her place among the stars. Instructor Sabal watched from his office, the glow of his screen casting a soft light on his thoughtful face. He knew the road ahead for Julie would be arduous, but he also recognized the potential for growth and understanding. If anyone could overcome the barriers of fear and prejudice, it was Julie Hargrove. The challenge now was to see if her peers could rise to meet her, just as she was striving to meet them, and so, as the stars glittered outside the Enclave, Julie Hargrove prepared for her presentation, unaware of the profound impact her journey would have on the diverse galaxy that surrounded her. 3 weeks had passed in a flurry of activity and anxiety. The day of presentations arrived with a sense of palpable anticipation. The Ganymede Enclave's main auditorium, a grand structure of transparent walls and floating platforms, was abuzz with energy. The students, each representing a different world, gathered with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Julie Hargrove, the lone Earthling, was now at the center of this vibrant tableau, her nerves almost as tangible as the holographic displays around her. Instructor Sabal, poised at the front of the room, addressed the class with his usual calm demeanor. His eyes, reflecting the ambient light of the auditorium, scanned the crowd of eager students. Today, you will each present the dangers of your home world. Remember, this is not just about showcasing threats but also about fostering understanding. As the first group took the stage, their presentation was a spectacle of holographic imagery and dramatic narration. They spoke of a planet named Beri, known for its deadly fauna. Julie watched with a mix of fascination and unease as the screen displayed a small, furry creature with razor-sharp claws. The creature's ferocity was underscored by the presenter's narration, which detailed the animal's lethal capabilities. Watch closely, one presenter urged. Those claws can cut through flesh in an instant. Julie squinted at the screen, her confusion evident. She recognized the creature as nothing more than a common house cat on Earth. She shifted in her seat, her mind racing. Was this how others viewed her own planet? Through a lens of fear and exaggeration, when it was time for the second presentation, the tension in the room shifted. The students from a world called Alaris detailed the terror of what they called death from the skies. Their video depicted a brightly colored bird with a curved beak, described with dramatic flair as a creature that could inflict extreme harm. See how it cracks open a seed? The presenter exclaimed, showcasing the bird's powerful bite. Imagine if that was your finger. Julie's brow furrowed in disbelief. The bird looked remarkably like a parakeet, a common pet on Earth. Her skepticism was met with a ripple of laughter from her classmates. Her unease grew. What if her own presentation was viewed with the same skepticism? Finally, it was Julie's turn. The auditorium fell silent as she approached the stage, her heart pounding like a drum. She steadied her hands and activated her holographic display. The screen flickered to life, revealing a breathtaking view of Earth from space, a swirling blue marble that glinted under the stars. Julie's voice trembled slightly, but she spoke with determination. My presentation is about the dangers on my home world, Earth. We have a wide range of dangerous creatures and environments, many of which might seem extreme. The first image showed a serene snowy landscape, which quickly shifted to reveal a wolverine, a ferocious predator capable of terrifying aggression. The classroom gasped as the wolverine burst from the snow, snarling and snapping. Julie paused, allowing the impact of the image to settle. That's a wolverine, Julie explained. It's incredibly aggressive and has been known to attack animals much larger than itself. Before the students could fully absorb the image, Julie switched to another scene. This time, it was a vast, sunlit ocean. The tranquility was abruptly shattered by the appearance of a great white shark, its powerful jaws tearing into a seal. The room erupted into alarmed whispers and gasps. Julie's face remained composed as she continued. Earth is covered by 71% water, she said. And in our oceans, we have creatures like sharks that are both fascinating and dangerous. The reactions from her classmates were visceral, fearful, awed, and confused. One student, a tall alien with glowing skin, asked, "How can you even live in such a place? Isn't it too dangerous?" Julie smiled faintly. We're not just living in it. We're thriving in it. Our environment is harsh, but it's also where we've learned to adapt and survive. The final part of her presentation was a collage of Earth's various hazards: vampire bats, crocodiles, lions, and venomous snakes. The vivid images of these predators, paired with Julie's calm narration, painted a stark picture of her planet's perils. as the presentation concluded, Julie felt a wave of relief mixed with apprehension. Her classmates were silent, their faces reflecting a mixture of terror and admiration. The final blow came when Julie casually mentioned, "The most dangerous creatures on Earth? Humans. We've made the world both beautiful and perilous." The auditorium buzzed with uneasy murmurs. Julie returned to her seat, feeling the weight of her peers' gazes. She had expected to be isolated. But the reaction was more complex, fear mingled with a newfound curiosity. Instructor Sabal stood, his expression a blend of concern and pride. "Thank you, Julie. Your presentation has shown us the extremes of your world. It's a reminder of the diversity of life across the galaxy and the resilience required to live in such environments." As Julie left the stage, her path was met with a surprising shift. Instead of the isolation she anticipated, students began approaching her, their faces reflecting a mix of fear, fascination, and genuine curiosity. Questions about Earth's dangers and survival poured in, transforming Julie's isolation into an opportunity for connection. In the midst of this unexpected camaraderie, Julie couldn't help but feel a sense of cautious optimism. The road ahead was still uncertain, but the barriers of misunderstanding seemed to be slowly crumbling. The Ganymede Enclave had become more than just a place of learning, it was a space where the mysteries of each world were beginning to unravel, one presentation at a time. The days following Julie's presentation were a whirlwind of unexpected interactions. Her once quiet lunches had transformed into lively discussions with classmates eager to learn more about Earth. The auditorium, once a place of tension and trepidation, now hummed with a newfound sense of camaraderie. Julie's isolation was being replaced by a burgeoning curiosity from her peers, who had begun to view her not just as an oddity, but as a gateway to an unfamiliar world. Instructor Sabal observed these changes with a mix of relief and satisfaction. The educational experiment had yielded results beyond his expectations. Julie's stark portrayal of Earth's dangers had served its purpose, to dismantle misconceptions and foster understanding. Yet, Sabal knew that maintaining this new atmosphere of acceptance would require careful guidance. One morning, as the students gathered in the common area for their interworld study session, Julie found herself surrounded by a cluster of inquisitive classmates. They had questions ranging from the mundane to the bizarre, each one reflecting their amazement at the extremes of Earth's environments. Among them was Dewitt, the seal-like student, who had become a frequent visitor at Julie's table. "Julie, can you tell me more about those vampire bats?" Dewitt asked, his eyes wide with curiosity. Julie took a deep breath, her mind flashing back to the images she had shown in her presentation. "Vampire bats are real, and they feed on the blood of other animals. They're not as common as you might think, but they do exist in certain parts of the world. It's a dangerous adaptation, but one that's necessary for their survival." Dewitt shuddered, his eyes reflecting a mixture of awe and apprehension. "That sounds terrifying. I can't imagine anything like that on my world." Another student, a humanoid with shimmering skin named Zara, joined the conversation. "How do you even deal with such dangers? Aren't you afraid all the time?" Julie shrugged, trying to maintain a casual demeanor despite the weight of the question. "We learn to adapt. Humans have developed technologies and strategies to manage these risks. We respect the dangers, but we also take precautions. It's about finding a balance." As Julie spoke, the students around her listened intently, absorbing every detail. The conversation soon shifted to Earth's diverse climates and their impact on its inhabitants. Julie spoke of the polar ice caps, arid deserts, and lush rainforests, painting a picture of a planet characterized by extremes and diversity. The discourse continued until the familiar chime of Instructor Sabal's voice called everyone to attention. "Class, we have a new assignment. Each of you will be paired with a student from a different world to collaborate on a research project. Your task is to explore a specific aspect of each other's worlds and present your findings." The room buzzed with excitement and curiosity. Julie found herself paired with Zara, the shimmering student whose world was known for its bioluminescent flora and fauna. Zara, who had been quiet until now, looked at Julie with a mixture of anticipation and apprehension. "Looks like we're partners," Zara said, offering a tentative smile. "I guess we'll be learning a lot about each other's worlds." Julie smiled back, grateful for the opportunity to deepen her understanding of another world while sharing her own. "Yes, it seems we have a lot to discover." Over the next few weeks, Julie and Zara delved into each other's worlds with a zeal that surprised both of them. Zara showed Julie the stunning bioluminescent landscapes of her planet, where flora and fauna emitted a soft glow, illuminating the night in mesmerizing patterns. Julie, in turn, shared stories and images of Earth's varied environments, from the icy tundras to the dense jungles. Their collaboration became a journey of mutual discovery. Zara was fascinated by the resilience of Earth's ecosystems, while Julie was mesmerized by the serene beauty of Zara's world. They exchanged knowledge and experiences, forging a bond that went beyond mere academic collaboration. As the presentation day approached, the students prepared with a mix of excitement and nerves. Julie and Zara's joint presentation promised to be a highlight, showcasing the wonders and challenges of both their worlds. They combined their insights into a seamless narrative, each aspect enhancing the other, creating a rich tapestry of interstellar understanding. On the day of the presentation, the auditorium was filled with a buzz of anticipation. Julie and Zara took the stage, their combined visuals and narratives capturing the audience's attention. The presentation flowed smoothly, highlighting the contrasts and similarities between their worlds in a way that captivated everyone. When the final slide faded and the audience's applause echoed through the auditorium, Julie felt a deep sense of accomplishment. The project had not only strengthened her connection with her classmates but had also demonstrated the power of shared knowledge and mutual respect. Instructor Sabal watched from the sidelines, a satisfied smile on his face. The barriers that had once separated the students were being replaced by bridges of understanding. The Ganymede Enclave, once a place of disparate worlds and isolated students, was becoming a haven of interstellar harmony. As Julie and Zara stepped off the stage, their faces beaming with pride, they were met with a chorus of enthusiastic congratulations from their peers. The journey of bridging worlds had only just begun, but the connections forged and the insights gained were a testament to the power of curiosity and collaboration. In the heart of the Ganymede Enclave, amidst the shimmering lights and diverse voices, Julie realized that she was no longer just an earthling in a galaxy of strangers. She had become a part of something greater, a community bound together by the shared quest for understanding and the celebration of each world's unique beauty. The Ganymede Enclave's annual Interstellar Festival was a spectacle of lights, sounds, and colors, a celebration of the diverse cultures and worlds that coexisted within its walls. As the festival unfolded, Julie walked through the bustling common area, her eyes wide with wonder at the vibrant displays of alien art, music, and cuisine. The atmosphere buzzed with excitement. And for the first time since her arrival, Julie felt truly at home. The festival was a culmination of weeks of collaboration, understanding, and newfound friendships. Julie and Zara's presentation had been a turning point, not just for their own relationship, but for the entire student body. The once divided groups had merged into a united front, eager to learn from one another and share their own unique stories. Julie spotted Dewitt near a stall displaying a collection of bioluminescent crystals from Zara's world. The seal-like student's eyes sparkled with admiration as he marveled at the glowing gems. When he saw Julie approaching, his face broke into a wide grin. "Julie, have you seen these? They're amazing," Dewitt said, his voice filled with enthusiasm. Julie smiled, her heart warming at the sight of her friend's excitement. "I haven't had the chance yet, but they look incredible. Zara's world has such beautiful things." "Yeah, and Zara told me they're not just pretty, they have practical uses too. They can be used for lighting, energy, and even medical applications," Dewitt explained. Their conversation was interrupted by a cheerful voice behind them. Zara, with her shimmering skin reflecting the festival lights, joined them with a plate of exotic foods from her world. "I thought you might like to try some of our festival treats," she said, offering the plate with a grin. Julie accepted a small, translucent cube from Zara. It sparkled with a faint, golden hue. "What's this?" She asked, her curiosity piqued. Lumenberry gel. It's sweet and energizing, Zara explained. Julie took a tentative bite, and a burst of flavors danced on her tongue, a delightful mix of fruity and tangy. This is amazing. Julie exclaimed. You've got to try something from Earth too. How about we trade? Zara's eyes lit up with interest. That sounds like a great idea. What do you have in mind? Julie reached into a bag she had brought along, pulling out a small container of Earth's famous chocolate truffles. These are chocolate truffles. They're a bit rich, but they're a classic Earth treat. As Zara sampled the truffles, her face lit up with delight. These are wonderful. I had no idea Earth had such delicious sweets. Their exchange of foods and stories continued as they wandered through the festival, sampling dishes, watching performances, and participating in interactive exhibits. Julie felt a sense of unity with her peers that transcended their differences. The barriers that had once seemed insurmountable were now mere echoes in the background of a shared experience. In the evening, as the festival reached its climax, the students gathered in the central plaza for the grand display, a choreographed light show that combined elements from various worlds. Julie stood next to instructor Sabal, who observed the event with a proud smile. You've done well, Julie, Sabal said, his voice filled with warmth. The integration and mutual respect among the students is a testament to your efforts and the success of the project. Julie looked out over the plaza, where the lights danced in harmonious patterns, reflecting the essence of each participating world. It feels like everything has come together perfectly. I never imagined this would happen so quickly. Sabal nodded. Understanding and empathy can create connections that span across worlds. The journey isn't over, but tonight is a celebration of how far we've come. As the light show concluded and fireworks illuminated the sky, Julie felt a profound sense of accomplishment. The festival had become more than just a celebration, it was a manifestation of the unity and collaboration that had grown among the students. The festival's final act was a musical performance featuring instruments and sounds from across the galaxy. The music resonated with a deep, harmonious rhythm that seemed to encapsulate the essence of the enclave's diverse cultures. Julie stood with her friends, the melodies weaving through her, a testament to the newfound harmony among them. As the crowd cheered and the final notes of the performance echoed through the plaza, Julie turned to Zara and Duet. Thank you for making this festival so memorable. I couldn't have asked for better friends. Zara smiled, her eyes reflecting the festival lights. And thank you for sharing your world with us. It's been an incredible journey. Duet nodded in agreement. Here's to many more adventures and discoveries together. The three friends embraced. Their bond strengthened by the shared experiences and mutual respect they had developed. The Ganymede Enclave's annual festival had become a symbol of their collective journey, a reminder that even in the vast expanse of the galaxy, understanding and friendship could bridge any divide. As the night drew to a close and the last of the festival lights flickered out, Julie felt a deep sense of belonging. The Ganymede Enclave was no longer just a place of disparate worlds, it had become a tapestry of interconnected lives, woven together by the threads of curiosity, empathy, and shared experiences.